Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. In the last part, we were on the fast ship SS Aqua and got off, and in this part, we're in Kanto. Yay, I'm so happy. Let's run to Diglett's Cave. Snorlax is snoring peacefully. He's bigger than I remember him. That's what she said. Okay, but anyway, now that we're here, Vermillion City, there's actually not much to do here. What a lot of people don't remember very well is that a lot of Kanto has been scaled down. This guy's just going to tell you about Diglett's Cave. There's not as much to do in Kanto. Kanto has been scaled down just so much, there's really not much to do in Kanto. I wonder how many times I said Kanto in that sentence. Or the sentences. She'll tell you about the magnet train, which is the fast way to get from Johto to Kanto and back. And there I go saying Kanto a lot again. It's fun to say Kanto, Kanto, Kanto. I love the way Clefairy waggles its fingers when it's trying to play the Wii. I mean, use metronome. It's so adorable, yes. It's a Clefairy, huh? Oh, right, it's a Clefairy Pokédoll. This guy's going to be important for later. Let's see what this guy has to say. Let's see, he's raised over 150 Pokemon, so in 3 years he's raised 50 more. Alright. My favorite is Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, unbearable, plus variably, plus amazing. Oh, you think so? Too much wild, beautiful, kindly, love it, hug it when sleeping. Ugh, his fetishes have not changed in the past 3 years. Okay, so anyway, for doing this, he will give you a rare candy. He gave you a bike voucher in the original game. This game gives you rare candy. So it's definitely good to stop by there if you want to use it on a Pokemon, maybe before a gym battle or something like that. Because guess what? Spoilers! Guess what? If you have not played this game before, which I truly feel sorry if you do, you actually get to take on the 8 gym leaders of Kanto with your new Johto Pokemon. It is so cool, isn't it? Jeez. And this guy just tells you about Magikarp of some dude's dreams. Which is really creepy. Over here, this is actually the root of a glitch in Gold and Silver. If you actually talk to this Machop, yes, I know what Pokemon it was beforehand. If you talk to the Machop and then go into your items and use the coin case, the game will freeze. And when you reset, Ho and Lugia on the title screen will actually be colored in instead of just a silhouette. A lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them, though, but believe me, it's true. Only in the original Gold and Silver, though. Anyway, though, going north here, I guess we'll fight these trainers. New Pokemon you can find here. Been a while since we've done one of these, but one of them is Granbull. Granbull's not a very good normal type in my opinion. I just don't like it very much. I'm not a big fan of the Snubbull family just because they're painfully average, aside from, I guess, having Glare, but I can't really think of too much else Granbull would be good for. Diverse moves, don't really like it much. And then, just because I wanted to have a special place in my heart for this thing, okay, I actually forgot to mention it in Johto, is Meowth. Meowth you can find on this route. Meowth is a very fast Pokemon, so if you want a Pokemon that can get in some really good, free, cheap shots, Meowth's your guy. But I assume by this point you probably have a better normal type if you're using normal types. And then I guess last that I can mention is Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl is a very balanced water type, and of course it has an item. Why would you have a regular berry here in this part? Okay, anyway. But anyway, Poliwhirl is very balanced. Its evolutions are pretty much the same. I personally prefer Poliwrath to Politoed, but that's just me because Poliwrath has dual typing, and it's a pretty good type combination. But anyway, now we're done with that. Let's just go ahead and head north here. This guy's going to be blocking this. The road's closed until the problem at the power plant is solved. Well, there's lights on in there. Why can we not go in? Nintendo logic. Okay. You knew that was coming. I had to go through at least Kanto of saying that at least once. You know, kind of a throwback to Fire Red, I guess you could say. Anyway, going up through here, we are now going to be in Saffron City with no thirsty guards to tell us no, that you can't go through here. And I did not mean to hit start. I meant to hit select. Again, there we go, mixing up start and select again. Going out here to this route, though, sadly had to interrupt the gameplay for this because it's like the shortest route in history, but seriously. Okay, new Pokemon in this route. First off is Murkrow. Murkrow is terrible. You cannot get its evolution in the Johto Dex. I do not recommend it at all. There's so many better flying types. It's really just mediocre, and it doesn't really have anything too spectacular about itself. And by this point, if you're using flying, you got a better flying type as it is, probably. Next new Pokemon in this route is going to be Houndour. Houndour is actually a very good special attacker. If you are looking for a fire type and don't have one already by the Kanto half of the game, when Houndour evolves into Houndoom at a fairly low level, it's a very good special attacker, and it's got some really decent type coverage. And then last off is Persian. Persian's the evolve from a Meowth. I already covered Meowth in this video, just as high speed. It's good for some free cheap shots. That's about it. The first place you're probably going to want to go, and yes, I'm sorry for interrupting the gameplay though, but this is like the shortest route in history. You're probably going to want to go to Celadon City. There's quite a few things you can do here that are going to be really, really helpful to you, and it's so close to Vermillion, and it's on the way to where we're going to be going. Well, kind of on the way. What you're going to want to do first is go to Celadon Mansion and go ahead and head up to the roof, which is the most linear way ever. Oh. Okay, apparently we don't want to go on the back entrance. They were kind of terrible. Oh wait, no, never mind, this is it. Boy was given a new bicycle. He wanted to try it right away. He was having so much fun that he didn't notice the sun had set. When riding home in the pitch-black night, the bike suddenly slowed. The pedals became heavy. When he stopped pedaling, the bike began slipping backwards. It was as if the bike were cursed, and tried to drag him into oblivion! The boy had been riding uphill on Cycling Road. Bum! Thanks for listening to my story so patiently. You may take this. You get TM03, which is Curse, which is a great move that raises your attack and defense, but lowers your speed. Actually, but for ghost types, it gets rid of your HP, and it makes it so that you do damage each turn to the enemy. So it works differently for ghost types. I'm thinking of maybe teaching it to Methane, just for the sheer fact that it'll allow him to tank a little bit better. Don't know if I will, though. Next thing that you're going to want to do, though, that is incredibly helpful to you is, alright, hang on, get on the bike, You're going to want to head down here to the restaurant. When you're in here, go ahead and check the garbage. And you get leftovers, which is one of the best hold items. It restores 1/16 of your HP every turn, so if you want to give it to a tanking Pokemon, like we're probably going to give it to Methane, it's going to be good. So yeah, we're getting some good items for Methane here. Only 2 Pokemon that are found here. There's Grimer and its evolved form Muck. They're very defensive. They're actually really good in terms of special defense. Definitely good special walls if you want to have one for Poison type, though. But then again, I guess Poison's not the best type to have special wall because it's weak to Psychic. Celadon also has a game corner in it, though, but I think we're going to cover the Pokemon that you can get there in a later part when we actually come here to Celadon for real to fight the gym leader. Just for the sheer fact that it's going to take us... that we've already had a lot of Pokemon explanations in this part, though, so I'm thinking that I don't want to overdo it. You can buy Double Team, Hyper Beam, and Psychic TMs in Celadon, which are definitely helpful, though. But if you want to get a Psychic TM and don't want to spend that much money, something else that you can do here, and I've been doing clever segues with the plan of this video, there's this weird guy! I got it! You wanted this! And he gives you TM29 Psychic for free! Normally I wouldn't be for teaching it to a Pokemon that just learns it leveling up eventually, but I think Espeon could use it. Just for the sheer fact that Espeon hasn't had a lot of, well, Psybeam isn't very good, and I think maybe we should replace it. Actually, I don't know if I should get rid of Baton Pass, though, because I thought I was going to get a move for Baton Pass. You know what? Let's get rid of Baton Pass, just for the sheer fact that I can have a Psychic move and I can have more PP added up. Usually I wouldn't recommend having 2 moves of the same type, but in the case of Espeon getting same type attack bonus and Psychic only having 10 PP, I think it'd be better in the long run just because I ended up not really getting any moves with Baton Pass because Calm Mind doesn't exist in this generation. So, yeah, we're done with Baton Pass because of that. Anyway, though, after all that stuff, we're not going to fight any of the gyms here quite yet. What we're going to do instead is we want to go north to Route 5. Don't believe there's any new Pokemon here we haven't covered already, though, so what we're just going to want to do is we're going to want to go out here, and I don't have Cut, do I? Crap. Went ahead and got Josh out of the PC so we can use Cut. Know who Josh is? Neither do I. But anyway, what we're going to want to do is... Okay, we get to avoid it. Okay, we don't get to avoid a trainer. I apologize for there not being a whole ton of progress in this part, just for the sheer fact that a lot of this part was mainly just preparations for the rest of Kanto. But we're actually going to be ending it off here. Alright, we got, you know, a lot of useful items, and we got a lot of the main preparations out of the way for the rest of Kanto, though, so I guess we had at least some good things happen in this part, though. So, next time on Pokemon Crystal, we are going to be reaching our destination at the end of this route, which is where we need to go first thing when getting here to Kanto, alright? See you guys then, and yes, I know I could fight Lieutenant Surge back in Vermillion City, I just didn't want to for reasons that you'll see later, okay? See you guys later. Later.